The man only brought the in-flight meal off the plane. He didn't expect to be detained by security on the spot. They suspected he was smuggling drugs. Based on their experience, the officers believed he was a drug mule. They told him to take off his pants. When they saw him holding something in, they were sure something was wrong. Police suspected he had swallowed the drugs and was hiding them in his body. The man claimed he was innocent and just didn't feel like eating. The police asked him to take an X-ray to prove it, but he said he had kidney failure and couldn't be exposed to radiation. With no other choice, the officers took him to a hospital for a regular checkup. At the hospital, the doctor said his stomach was stuffed with something. To find out if it was drugs, they had to wait until he passed it. So the police took him to a hotel. To keep him from flushing the drugs, they blocked all the vents and drains in the room. If no drugs were found in 7 days, he would be set free. But the man seemed determined to hold out until the last day. The police put laxatives in his food, but he didn't eat a single bite. Even when the officers tried to feed him, he refused to open his mouth. With no other way, they brought in a psychologist to talk to him, but the man stayed silent. The doctor couldn't get anything out of him and left. Then, a photo was slipped under the door. It showed his whole family, but a red X had been drawn over his mother's face. The man understood right away. The drug cartel was warning him. If he told the truth, his family could be in danger. So he made up his mind to hold on, not just for himself but to protect his loved ones. In the next few days, he grew hungry and weak, but still refused to eat. The police put laxatives in his water. His body was near its limit, but he kept holding it in. In the end, he couldn't take it anymore and threw up into the toilet over and over again. By the 5th day, his body had started to swell. His mind was fading, but by law, if no proof was found in 7 days, he had to be released. The police didn't want to give up. They asked to extend his detention by 3 more days. That day, they increased the dose of laxatives. But a new officer on duty accidentally ate the drugged meal. While that officer was rushing to the bathroom, the man couldn't hold it anymore either. He lay in bed and began to defecate. Then, the man picked up the drugs that had just come out of him and stuffed them back into his mouth, one by one. When the officer came back from the bathroom, he smelled something foul in the man's mouth and knew what had happened. All their efforts had gone to waste. At this rate, even another 7-day extension would be pointless. The police asked the judge for 2 final days. The judge said these would be the last 2. After that, the man must be released. Do you think the man could survive the last 2 days?